Please don't tell Alan Ritchson I said this, but I think one scene in Reacher Season 3 proves that Jack Reacher is a hypocrite. As someone who binged the first 2 seasons of the show right before the release of Reacher Season 3, I experienced a lot of Jack Reacher in a very short amount of time, and let me say that he is definitely a very fascinating character. It's no wonder that there are 29 Jack Reacher novels, as the titular character consistently finds himself wrapped up in complex criminal conspiracies. However, Jack Reacher is always on the right side as he consistently fights bad people and protects good people. This is evident in Reacher Season 3, which sees the former military officer go undercover to take down Xavier Quinn. He could not accomplish this dangerous mission alone, though, which is why Susan Duffy, Villanueva, and Neagley are such great characters in Reacher Season 3. Neagley, in particular, has an interesting observation at the end of Reacher Season 3 which basically confirms that he is a hypocrite. Neagley is pretty much describing Reacher himself when she explains who Reacher doesn't like. Jack Reacher fights the big guys in Reacher. After successfully defeating Xavier Quinn and Pauli, the 2 most formidable villains in the entire series, Neagley claims that she has finally realized why Reacher does what he does. Reacher and Neagley have worked together countless times in the past, so her not being able to fully figure him out confirms what a complex character he is. However, at the end of the season, Neagley claims that Reacher doesn't get himself involved in dangerous situations because he loves the little guy, but because he hates the big guy. Read her full quote from the Reacher Season 3 finale below. While Reacher seems to agree with her comment, it proves that he is a hypocrite since Neagley's description of the big guy basically describes him. Reacher is big, powerful, smug, and consistently thinks he can get away with anything he wants. Throughout the entire series, Reacher believes he can override the authority of law enforcement officers and do things his own way. Since he views himself as the most capable person in any given situation, he always takes matters into his own hands and hardly considers the repercussions. Reacher's motivation confirms he's more of an anti-hero than an outright hero. Jack Reacher has a dark side. The fact that Neagley's description of the big guy aligned so well with Reacher's main characteristics proves that he is actually an anti-hero. Even though Reacher is not as bad as villains like Xavier Quinn and Pauli, he consistently breaks the law and disobeys authority figures. However, Reacher always believes his roguelike actions are justified because he is trying to save people's lives. It is undeniable that Reacher does save a lot of lives and is overall a very good person. However, him going undercover in Season 3 proves that his qualities also fit in perfectly with the bad guys if he needs them to. Therefore, while he has been portrayed as more of a traditional hero in the past, Reacher Season 3 proves that Jack Reacher is actually an anti-hero.